G'day kids, mums and dads, Aaron here from Charlie Boots. Thanks for tuning in to another one of our online instructional videos. These videos are at the heart of what we do here at Charlie Boots, all about kids getting creative and having fun, learning new skills in the comfort of home. So thanks for tuning in. And today we're going to be building the Leaning Tower Pisa from our Nano Block collection. Okay, so Leaning Tower Pisa from our Nano Block collection. And if you're not sure, you haven't heard of nano blocks before, nano blocks are a Japanese building block where, as the name suggests, nano also meaning small as opposed to macro, which means large. Nano blocks are typically quite small, so 4 millimeters by 4 millimeters is the average sort of block size. So that means be really careful with all the pieces. Don't let them fall on the floor, and little brothers and sisters might want to try and eat them. And also always, everything's packed in plastic, so we're going to make sure we put all the plastic in the bin too. But it's as simple as following the instructions. This one, it has 990 pieces, which I think is quite a lot, but we'll see how we go, put it together. And then we're going to learn some about the architecture of the Leaning Tower of Pisa as we go. So I'll turn the camera around and we'll get stuck into it. All right, so first thing we need to do is open up the package. That goes in the bin, and then we have all these pieces here. Look at all these pieces. So this is going to probably take over an hour. So when I'm recording this video, I'll be speeding it up, but you guys just follow along on the instructions, which are here, and then I'll see you at the end. So there's step one complete, and that's our base panel. And we've got, so we have this 1, 2, 3, 4 types of pieces here. So you make sure you get them all in the right position. And when you're looking at the instructions, make sure you orient or hold your piece the way the instructions are in the diagram. That way you can't go wrong. If you've got that right, we'll move on to the next bit, which is step 2, where we're laying down the white blocks with some yellow blocks in between. So there's the first step completed, which is our light grey base for the tower, and we're on to step 2, where we position these little cream coloured circle pieces around the edges. Here, there, and there. And then we put these white pieces in between. So we'll get stuck into that. One thing you want to make sure as well is that your surface is really flat. Some of these pieces are small and they're round, and they can certainly roll if your table isn't flat. So make sure you get a flat table. And you'll see I'm also keeping all the pieces separate into the individual bags they came in. And I'm only opening the bags as I need them. So you can see here I've got all my white pieces, mostly grey, some grey, white, cream and brown over here. But whatever the bags that came in, that's where they're staying for now. On with the build. So there we have our second step. You can see the base of the tower starting to form, and then step 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 are essentially just building up the layers here from this base, mostly with the white colours. So we'll keep on going. Okay, so this is how it should look at the end of step 7 for you guys. If it's not, just go back and have a quick look, see where you may have missed a step or two. But if it's looking like that, you're doing well. And then on to step 8, we need to find some of these pieces. These ones here, and a good close look at that. And they start going in on top there. So we'll keep on going. All right, that's the end of step 8. And you can see the base of the tower really starting to take form here. And if you notice, sometimes when you're putting the blocks together, that something may fall off. You just put it back on again, and things will start firming up in the next step. Step 9, where we start putting some more structure on there, which will build and tie all this together. So there's step 9 completed, and now the base of the tower is all built in, a lot more connected and firm with each other. And now the instructions say from step 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, we do those steps 5 times, and that's going to build up these layers here of the tower. So we'll do step 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then we'll do that 5 times. When you're doing step 10, it's easy to start with the outside ring of white pieces and then work through the middle. So on the outside, you've got the rounded 2 dot whites with a 1 dot square in between on each side. And then from there, we have fill in the middle area. So up to step 11, where we take a lot of these round 1 dot pieces and they go alternating on the edge, and then we fill the middle in with 4 2x3 pieces to build the internal structure. So starting here, and we just do alternating pieces on the outside like so, and then in the middle we've got these pieces here. So one there, one there, make sure it's down properly, one there, one there, and then more of these on the outside. So now we've just completed step 12, and now we need step 13, where we put white squares on here, and then grey pieces through the middle. So we have these white squares, and they go on top of our round pieces, like so. And they go all the way around, and then we put our grey pieces in the middle. You can definitely see why they're called nano blocks. These things are very small, but what it means is you get a very detailed and accurate model. But if the pieces were bigger, it'd be very hard to get a detailed model of the Leaning Tower of Pisa with such large pieces. It just means you have to take your time when you're assembling it. So I'll keep on going. So there we are at the end of step 13. Now on to step 14, where we tie all these columns together around the side of the tower into the base, and then go back to step 10. All right, so that's step 14 completed. And I wanted to point out an architectural detail with the model which reflects the tower itself. You'll see as you look down from the top to the bottom that there's these voids here, and these voids here allow light to go through to the lower levels, and these voids will continue as the model grows up, and that means that it'll give that the depth that the nano block designers were looking for. So when you look into it, not only will you see the columns, but you'll see the internal structure in behind that, because that light will continue down all the way through. So we'll keep on going, and we're back to step 10, where we do all of our royal white pieces around the top. Alright, that is the 6 layers built up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, from steps 10 through to 14. Now it's time for step 15, and we start building the top part of the structure. And that took the best part of an hour, but you can imagine how long it would have taken the Italian engineers and construction team, you know, in the Middle Ages when this was actually built, how long that would take them. So it's an amazing piece of architecture that we're getting to experience here. So yeah, let's keep on going. So step 15 completed. We're forming the base now for step 16, where we start laying in these pieces here, and you'll see here there's some instructions on how they need to go. So they go in like this. And then we have these curved pieces go in between there, like this. I mean, that goes all the way around. Get my fingers to do the job. Here it goes. And these white pieces will only go one way. So you can see those lines in there. You need to make sure that the lines are in the right way so that the piece can go on top of the piece below it. So that's how it should look. And then we have a ring of circular pieces around the outside here. Right, there's how the tower is looking after step 16, and now it's on to 17, where we're using these angle pieces to close the gap in here, like this, to continue on the top section of the tower. And once they're in position, then we're using more of these rounded white pieces, and they work their way around the top. Right, so on to step 18, where we put this in the middle like so. Some pieces that go around it. All right, we're flipping over the page and the instructions. We're on the last steps here, 19, 20, 21 through to 22, which is pretty exciting. You can see this is where we're up to, and now we need to install these under angle pieces, and they go up in here like this, and then there's 2 for each of the 4 sides, just like that. And I was thinking about scale as I'm building this. And I think the scale is basically 2 nano blocks high is about the equivalent of a standard person. So if you think about this, you've got 2 nano blocks, so one on top of the other, like this. Put them together. That's about the scale of a person in regards to the size of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So each of these galleries all the way around here is about, one person. Well, it's one level, so there's obviously headroom there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so 7 levels so far. I think that's about right. I think that's about right. All these pieces. Have these upward angle pieces on these T-shaped pieces here going behind them, like so, and then we follow that off with these round single dot pieces to create one smooth level. And we're nearly finished the tower itself, and then after this it's on to the base. Because right now, if we put it down, it's not going to lean. So it's the level tower of Pisa at the moment, but that's because it's not finished. Okay, so that was step 19. Step 20. We need one more of these. Goes in there. Step 20. We have some 2x2 white pieces go all the way around here. And then some of these rounded corner 2x2s. And then there's this piece here. And then we have 2 of these. And 2 red pieces make the flag. And that is the tower complete. And it's on to the base. Okay, we've got our tower built, we have our base built. We've got it up on its box so you guys get a better view. Here's the best part of the build, putting the tower on its base. Make sure we get it around the right way. Let's look at the instructions. Yep. So this corner goes in here. And here we go, the Leaning Tower of Pisa, Charlie Boots nano block style. And that's it. And of course the last little elements are to put the people down here, as you can see in the picture here, but I'll leave that up to you guys. There's the tower all complete, leaning over. And I hope you enjoyed your Charlie Boots nano blocks build. And make sure you submit your pictures through Charlie Boots via info@charlieboots.com.au or via our social media channels. But until then, see you in the next video, team.